What up, Salty Crew, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Nicole and I make videos on balancing your hormones when you have PCOS. I make recipe videos, healthy recipe videos, and I'm also starting to incorporate more videos on my emotional eating journey, intuitive eating, mindful eating, how to do it, what I'm learning, etc. But I really love talking about hormones on this channel. I have a whole hormonal playlist if you want to check that out. Today I'm going to be talking about the different supplements to take when you have PCOS. Now, I just want to preface this video by saying that diet is the most important aspect when you're trying to treat your PCOS symptoms. PCOS is unfortunately incurable, but you can manage your symptoms and bring back your ovulation, your fertility, and balance yourself out with diet and lifestyle. So supplements is part of that, but I just want to emphasize the importance of your diet first and foremost, and then focusing on supplements second to that. I also want to let you guys know I am by no means a certified medical professional. I myself have PCOS, and I've been working with doctors over the past couple of years to help regulate and treat my symptoms and regulate my hormone levels. So I'm just regurgitating everything that I have learned from them. Yes, I do my own studying and research on the internet, but I also get my information from very reliable sources in the field. So just to get that out of the way, that's me in a nutshell. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this dealing with hormonal imbalance or PCOS. Okay, so the first supplement I want to talk about is inositol powder. So this comes in a powder form. It dissolves in water. You can't taste it. I usually take it at night with my powdered magnesium, which I will talk about a little bit later in the video. But you can also dissolve it in your morning coffee or your matcha if you're into that, or you can take it just anytime during the day, really. It helps improve insulin receptor activity and restore insulin resistance. So what the heck is insulin resistance? I will be talking about this a lot in the video because women with PCOS, over 70% of women with PCOS suffer from insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is when your body's cells don't respond normally to insulin. Glucose can't enter your cells as easily, so it builds up in your bloodstream, which can lead to type 2 diabetes. PCOS is referred to in the medical community as diabetes of the ovaries. If it goes untreated and if the symptoms go unmanaged, it can possibly lead to type 2 diabetes. So inositol is great for managing your insulin resistance symptoms. That's why a lot of patients with PCOS tend to gravitate and thrive on lower carb diets because glucose doesn't properly compute in their body. And I know there's a hot debate about that. Some women thrive on a high carb, low fat diet with PCOS, and some thrive on a high fat, low carb diet. It all depends on the person. I might do a video on that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you're interested in. The next supplement I want to talk about is BERBERINE. BERBERINE is basically the natural form of metformin, which is a traditional drug. It has a long history of being used in Chinese medicine, and it treats a variety of ailments. BERBERINE also causes major reduction in blood sugar levels. I will be talking about balancing blood sugar a lot in this video because people with PCOS struggle greatly with that. That's why you have, if you have PCOS, you struggle a lot with energy levels throughout the day and keeping them the same. You might have really low lows where you feel like you want to take a nap either after a meal or just randomly during the afternoon. And that's because of your blood sugar levels and it's hard for you to balance them. So here are the other amazing benefits of BERBERINE. It increases glycolysis, helping the body break down sugars inside cells. It decreases sugar production in the liver. It slows the breakdown of carbs in the gut. It increases the number of beneficial bacteria in the gut, and it also helps you lose fat, lowers cholesterol, and has a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory property. And yes, I'm reading off my notes because this is so much information and I just have not memorized it all. Next up, we have fish oil. Fish oil is amazing because it contains omega-3s, and most people have an imbalance of omega-3s and omega-6s. Most people have too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3s, and that can cause a lot of different imbalances in the body, but especially obesity. Now, if you're vegan or you don't eat fish, another alternative to a traditional fish oil supplement would be an algae supplement. Other other benefits of fish oil, including balancing of omega-6 and omega-3s, is that it reduces inflammation and promotes brain and skin health. The next supplement I want to talk about is vitamin D. Now, I have talked about vitamin D before in my other hormonal related videos. If you want to check that out, click right here in the right hand corner. But vitamin D, despite its name, is not a vitamin. It's actually a hormone. And 60 to 85% of women with PCOS suffer from vitamin D deficiency. And surprisingly, a lot of people say that you can get enough vitamin D if you're out in the sun long enough during the day, but that is not always the case. I took a blood test when I was living in San Diego, which I'm currently living in now, which is one of the most sunniest places to live on the planet. And when I was living here, I was severely vitamin D deficient. My levels were insanely low. And I don't think that some people properly convert vitamin D only from the sun. So I highly recommend anyone take a vitamin D supplement. It couldn't hurt. It's honestly beneficial to anyone. Low vitamin D levels actually intensify the negative side effects of PCOS, including insulin resistance, ovulation, your menstrual cycle, and increases your chances of obesity. Okay, next up, we're talking about NAC. This guy right here. NAC stands for N-acetylcysteine. I really hope I said that right. I'm not sure because I only refer to it as NAC. NAC is used by the body to produce antioxidants. NAC is not found in any foods that we consume, so it's important that you always supplement it. I think it's beneficial for pretty much anyone because it supports liver and lung function, which is very vital during this time, crazy time of sicknesses, viruses, illnesses affecting lots of people around the world. Antioxidants produced from NAC help protect and repair our cells from cell damage. And by doing this, NAC helps fight inflammation found in the body. And it's also been shown to combat other PCOS symptoms like acne on your jawline or chin and unwanted hair growth. If you have PCOS, if you're a lady with PCOS, you know what I'm talking about. You get those freaking tree trunk hairs on your chin, under your jawline. Plucking them is so satisfying. It's the best feeling ever, but it's also super obnoxious. Next up, we have magnesium. I take this form of magnesium. It's the Calm brand, and it's a powder that dissolves in water, and I take it with my inositol powder at night. Important thing to know about magnesium, you don't want to take it on an empty stomach. Trust me, I know from firsthand experience, if you take it in the morning on an empty stomach before you eat anything, you will get nauseous and you will probably throw up. I'm not really sure of the science behind that and the reasoning, but it just happens. And a fun fact, people with PCOS are 19 times more likely to be magnesium deficient than the general population. Low magnesium levels can worsen insulin resistance, and as a result, it can affect hormone balancing and signaling. And you might be magnesium deficient if you crave chocolate a lot. That's a common side effect of being deficient in it, is if you're the type of person who eats a meal and after every meal you want some form of chocolate. If that's the case, I would recommend getting your levels checked. Next up, we have probiotics. Now, I want to preface this by saying I'm not super knowledgeable about probiotics, but I do know not all of them are created equally. I have a naturopathic doctor friend who has started telling me about good quality probiotics and giving me the 411 on all of that. So let me know if you want me to talk about that in another video to get the all the deets on which probiotics are best to take, which are like the best quality out there. Let me tell you, the gut is so important to our overall health. It's been known to be referred to as the second brain, and it's so true. Any gut or gut microbiome issues, it's tied a lot to mental health, and it's just so much about our gut affects our overall health. So I highly encourage you guys to really take care of your gut, and the best way to do that is to find a really good quality probiotic that works for you. Many common symptoms of PCOS can negatively affect your composition of your gut microbiome. And if you have a lot of inflammation in your blood, if you've gotten blood tests done and your white blood cell count is through the roof, it's probably because there's something going on in your gut, and you might have some sort of leaky gut syndrome, because what will happen is you'll eat food that you might be sensitive to without you even knowing, and it will leak out from your gut into your bloodstream and cause that inflammation. Next up, we have zinc. Where are you, zinc? Zinc 30, that's the one I take. Zinc is a strong antioxidant that helps regulate the function of different enzymes in the body. It also helps regulate cell growth, hormone release, and reproduction. I actually read somewhere on the internet, I don't know the source, so take it with a grain of salt, but I read somewhere on the internet that men are sometimes low in zinc and testosterone in general. If you're low in zinc, you probably have a low testosterone level, and it's because every time a man ejaculates, what comes out of the semen is a little bit of zinc, and if they don't restore that in their body over time, men can be deficient in zinc. Little fun fact for you. So an alternative to taking a zinc supplement, ladies, would be to take down a nice load of your partner's, can't believe I just said that on the internet, but anyway, zinc deficiency is not common in the US, but it is very common among women with PCOS. It's also really great for preventing viruses or other sickness to enter your body, and we all know what's happening right now in the world. We all need a little bit more of zinc in our life, am I right? Okay, last but not least, a very important supplement vitamin to take are B vitamins. Now, the ones that I will be specifically honing in on are B12 and folate, aka B9. Those are the two that affect women with PCOS the most. Both of those together help lower inflammation by breaking down the amino acid called homocysteine. And homocysteine levels are typically elevated in people with PCOS. All right, guys, that is everything you need to know about the supplements to take when you have PCOS. I really hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Comment down below your thoughts. Do you take any of these supplements yourself? Have you seen a difference? What has made the most difference for you? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, and tell me in the comments below what type of hormone related videos you want to see from me next. Any PCOS related videos. I really hope it was just helpful. I'm very passionate about speaking about this because PCOS affects so many women, including myself, and there's a lot of misinformation out there, and it's also really hard to diagnose. It can be a little bit of a devastating blow to women who are diagnosed and they just don't know what to do, and there's a lot of doctors out there who the only solution they have is to prescribe them birth control, which I don't think is the proper answer to helping solve your symptoms of PCOS. So anyway, I love talking about this stuff. I hope you love listening to it. As always, don't forget to take care of yourself this week, eat good food, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Diet Coke ain't good for the soul. Give me that orange soda. Give me a grape like you see in the movies. Bubble to the top like a smoothie, you'll see. I'll do you like a 9 to 5.